Hi, I'm Jason Sullivan of Rathbone Group, and this is On Subrogation, your free video resource. This video is going to focus on the Special Forum of Arbitration Forums. It's an intersection of two videos we've already done. The first being Arbitration Forums and how insurance carriers use that to pursue subrogation claims. In that video, we discuss how insurance carriers are members of arbitration forums and how they pursue their claims and what claims can be heard in that forum. The second video was the contribution of claims from other insurance carriers. We look at when carriers might have overlapping or concurrent coverage and when one carrier may have a right to reimbursement or to be repaid from that other carrier. Arbitration Forums is a great resource, and on their website they have all their rules published as well as frequently asked questions. I also have the luxury of having an arbitration department at my firm, and I can ask them any question I have, and they generally always know the answer in terms of how it's going to work procedurally and what we have to do to pursue a case in arbitration forums. Had I relied on either of those resources, I probably wouldn't be proposing this video that I'm making right now, because I would have figured it out through them as opposed to the hard way of learning that I had it all wrong. So for Special Forum, the question is, what kind of cases get heard in the Special Forum? And Arbitration Forums helps us know what needs to be heard in Special Forums on their website. They let us know that whenever there's a liability apportionment between alleged joint tortfeasors and or a first or third party concurrent coverage or overlapping coverage issue, or if it's subrogation of a workers' comp claim after that claim has been paid and they're pursuing a tortfeasor, all of those cases are eligible and may be mandatory to be heard in Special Forums. So if you heard those words, concurrent and overlapping coverage, you may think, well, anytime we're looking for contribution from another carrier that also had coverage for a loss, it's going to go into Special Forums. And that's immediately what I thought too. But under the frequently asked questions section of the Special Forums page for Arbitration Forums, there's a question. And a carrier asked exactly what my client was asking me to do. They had paid out PIP on a claim. They believed there was another carrier that also owed PIP coverage for that loss, and they were looking for that carrier to share in their pro rata share of the PIP expenses that were paid. Our forums does clarify that that type of claim is not eligible for Special Forum. And the reason for that is, under the concurrent coverage disputes that Special Forums are designated for, our forum defines the cases that can be heard as those involving property or casualty insurance. Our forums goes on to say that PIP is clearly not property coverage, and it's not casualty as it's been defined by Arbitration Forums, and therefore, as opposed to treating a PIP concurrent coverage case in the Special Forum, that needs to be heard in the PIP forum. Now you may ask, well, what does it really matter? Just file in one forum or the other. For my client in that particular case, the other carrier they were pursuing was a member of the Special Forum, but they were not a member of the PIP forum for Florida. In that case, that left my client with the option of filing suit or not pursuing the claim at all. They could not use the Special Forum of Arbitration Forums for that type of concurrent coverage issue. Another thing to know about Special Forums that's different from a lot of the other forums in Arbitration Forums is that generally only the filing party pays a filing fee. However, in the Special Arbitration Forums, each carrier pays a fee, and that fee is not just per case, but it's per arbitrator. So both the seeking party for damages and the responding party have to pay a filing fee. And if they request a 3-arbitrator panel as opposed to just one, they're going to have to pay the filing fee times 3, and that will be paid by both the seeking party and the responding party. Again, this is a really unique and interesting circumstance where logically you think you have a concurrent coverage claim and therefore instantly you look to see if the other carrier is a member of Special Arb. But you have to go further and still make sure that that's going to fall within what Arbitration Forums defines as property and casualty. And if it doesn't, you have to look to see if the other carrier is a member of arbitration. If they're not, litigation may be your only response. For On Subrogation, I'm Jason Sullivan, and that's the long and short of it.